Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm here today to show you how me and the boys made $20,000 in revenue from a single in-game item in Tom Clancy's The Division 2. So without further ado, I'm going to get right into the video. Thank you for showing up. This is my first video in 3 years. Let's get into it. To give you some background perspective, at the time in 2019, I was an avid looter shooter demon. And I was playing all of these games profusely. Warframe, Destiny, Division, all of, just every single looter game that I could get my hands on. And I found myself into boosting, which is essentially playing the game for other people so they can get items or achievements or complete certain objectives or tasks within the game. And I was doing this in Destiny 2. And I played Division 2 casually, with a friend group and had a lot of fun. Well, Massive decided to drop a new raid, which was extremely difficult. It had an exotic gun at the end that could only be acquired by completing the entirety of the raid and picking up 5 crates. It also had a 10% chance to drop. On top of that, there was another additional layer of weekly RNG, so per character, you could only get the gun, you only had one shot to get the gun per week. So we just have RNG on top of RNG on top of the game being extremely difficult at the time because this is prior to Loot 2.0, and we had, I think a lot of the scaling was damage to elite stacking, so that was one of the main vectors for you to get all of your damage. And not only was the game extremely difficult at the time, you had to have 8 players to even be able to participate in the raid, to even be able to try to complete it. This created a huge disparity in between the people who could complete the raid and the players who had the builds, they had the friends, they had the people around them to successfully do this. At the time, the boosting site that I worked for, I ended up speaking with the owner, and we saw an opportunity to essentially fulfill that service, to get people guaranteed Eagle Bears for $650 per gun. Now that might be a surprise to you. Of course, the price tag was massive, but you got to think about how much it was niched down and how specific of a service that was at the time when the market really wasn't covering Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Not many boosting services were there even for the game to begin with, so the high markup price could be there. And for the first few instances, I ended up doing those orders solo. And then the boys from Destiny ended up joining me after that, and then we had a 3-man team to essentially fill all these orders. And we were looking at like 1 to 2 a week at the very, just initially, and then week 2 was like 3 to 4. And then that carried for a while. We were fulfilling a lot of Eagle Bears and getting a lot of individuals this gun, and we're talking about, like, the demographic of the game is primarily male, and those guys are either 18 to 60, and the majority of these customers simply did not have the skill, or they did not have the time to be able to dedicate to going and getting the thing. And you're talking about guys with expendable income who, they allocate their time to their job and they just want the thing, and they're more than willing to pay for the thing. So what do? They look for someone like me. They search online for game boosting services to get the thing that they want. And someone is willing to do the hard work. In the gaming world, it's known as boosting. Whether you call it recoveries in Destiny 2 or just plain boosting across other games, it's about helping people get the gear and items that they want when they simply don't have the time or the no wherewithal to make it happen for themselves. And it might be a crazy idea to some people, because whenever I initially got introduced to the idea while on Destiny, what it was for me was, why the fuck would anybody pay for somebody else to go and get them shit in the game instead of just doing it themselves. Like, it really took me probably 30 minutes to sit there and get over the fact that at the time I was a hardcore gamer and just simply couldn't understand why somebody would want to do that. But once it clicked, you get it, that it's a simple time and expertise trade-off. It's a unique story that I want people to hear, because I want the average gamer to know that whatever game they go on and they play and they dump fucking 4,000 hours into, there is money to be made in all of these games. Like, your time is worth something. And to some people, they would love to be able to get certain items, get certain achievements, get certain things inside of the game that you can do for them. You don't have to be some extreme professional gamer. You don't have to be a streamer. You don't have to have a massive Discord of people that you can like funnel into doing this. Like, if you play a lot of games and you know how to beat difficult content, you can 100% turn that into income throughout a variety of games. My suggestion is to focus more on looter shooters with random, with RNG. So it's just throwing your head against the wall to be able to achieve the outcome that you want. It's the most lucrative whenever it comes to the model, but there's plenty of opportunity out there. I mean, there's a new game coming out every other fucking day that, you know, it doesn't have to have a massive community for you to be able to profit off of it. I mean, for fuck's sake, like, I've even made money off of playing WWE, the new WWE that came out a few months ago. So there is a lot of options, and if you want to learn how to make money from playing video games without streaming, everything is in the description below. Join the school group. It's all completely free right now, of which it will be paid in the future. I want to impart this knowledge and teach people exactly how to do this. So right now is your opportunity for free, completely for free. Just check out the school link below. I'll teach you how to make money from a variety of different games. I'll show you the exact eBay listings that I used to make money off of Destiny 2. This, that, and the third. I will teach you everything that I know. So if you thought that you got any enjoyment out of this video, it was any amount helpful, definitely engage with it. Drop a like. If you have any questions, hit the comments down below. But I appreciate your time, and I wish you the best of luck. You enjoy the remainder of your day. Big Chungus out.